Hello everyone, this is Sam over at the Foot Whisperer Reflexology Institute here with another hand reflexology technique video for you. And really fun stuff. We are going to move into the relaxation techniques for the hands. These are the techniques, besides the hot towels, which we did in a previous video, that I open and close every hand reflexology session with. They're 4 very simple techniques, but they get very much into the nitty-gritty of how to open the hand back into proper alignment. So very valuable. The first technique is just a simple figure 8, which is holding the hand in a neutral hand holding position, thenar of your hands on top of their hands, and then fingers kind of curling underneath with a gentle figure 8 alternating back and forth. You'll see it in the video. I have 2 different camera angles just to make sure that you get these techniques down. Then we go into breaking chocolate, a really fun technique that I picked up on a YouTube video a long time ago, but it's really stuck with me and my students. So what we're going to do with breaking chocolate is we're actually going to put direct pressure down on each of the metacarpal bones, the actual bone. We're going to use those as leverage to kind of break a chocolate bar in half, pressing down on the bone and then using the fingers underneath to lift and separate that tissue to really open the palmar surface. So that's technique number 2. Then number 3, we're going to do a version of, if you watch the foot reflexology technique videos, you'll remember military train, where we grab either side of the ankle and really do a nice vigorous controlled shake to open up the tarsals. And yes, tarsals. We're on carpals now though, so we're going to open up the carpals with this technique. So what we're going to do is that same rapid back and forth motion, but we're going to do it at the wrist. And that's what's really going to free all of those carpal structures, great for carpal tunnel. Finally, we're going to do a very gentle wrist rotation, and this is where a lot of my students get tripped up, is we're going to rotate the wrist, but we're not doing any kind of range of motion. Instead, the goal is circulation and self-adjustment. So we really want to let the body pop the bones back into place because there are so many in the wrist. We want to give the body the opportunity to release any stagnation in the wrist, and that's really what this technique is for. So when in doubt, go gentle and really make sure, especially if you have clients coming in with arthritis, that you work within their tolerance. A lot of my clients love this hand reflexology work, especially if they have chronic contractures or issues with the hands. So I encourage you to try these 4 techniques and let's see how they're performed. Starting with the figure 8 technique, creating the figure 8 shape by an alternating pull and release of each hand. Nice loosening of the wrist here. Moving into breaking chocolate, using the thumbs in 3 separate sections, pressing down on each metacarpal, then using the fingers underneath for leverage to spread the palm open underneath at the same time. Moving to military train, gripping the wrist on the palmar and dorsal aspects and vigorously shaking the hand back and forth while stabilizing at the wrist. And completing with a nice wrist rotation, using kind of an arm wrestling grip, but keeping the outside hand above and away from the actual wrist joint while you do tiny circles in both directions. Perfect. Let's look at it from the other side. Starting with the figure 8 technique, an alternate pull and release on each side for about 10 seconds. Then into breaking chocolate, using the thumbs to press down in 3 different sections on each metacarpal, then using the fingers underneath to alternatively spread the palm open. Switching to military train, gripping the wrist on either side for control, and then letting the hand slap back and forth. Finally, a nice wrist rotation, thumbs locked, and letting the outside hand grip above the 2 bones of the wrist. And those are our 4 relaxation techniques before we would proceed to the rest of the hand routine.